Well, I think you can find an institution sinister and still like a good many of the people who work there. There were people centuries ago who used to find the theater sinister, but they loved particular actors. Uh, I think if I, knew a great many CIA men personally, I would probably detest a number of them because they have everything from ideologues, who I wouldn't particularly like, to thugs, who I certainly wouldn't like, to people in the middle who are damn intelligent. There are any number of academics in the CIA. There are people who are working away every day at it who are reasonably decent people. It characterizes all of us in the modern world, I think, that we end up serving all sorts of institutions that we really don't agree with at all. That doesn't mean that the people in it are equally unpleasant. So I had a great deal of fun writing about these people because some of them are so moral and they're engaged in immoral activity, and that did remind me of myself. And so I felt close to them, yes.
In the preface to your book, you list about 150 books you consulted when you were researching it. How intensive was your research? How much of the 7 years was spent in the library?
I probably read about 50 of those books completely, and, studied them intensively. And the others I looked through and glanced through and read in varying degrees of care. Most of those books are not really, they don't offer information that you can trust. But after you've been writing for a long time, as you know, you can tell an awful lot about the style of other people, when they're telling the truth and when they're not, by those ways when we know we're writing well or we're not writing well, and covering a deficiency in ourselves and so forth. And so I felt I could penetrate a lot of the bad books, the dull books, the mediocre books, and get some idea of what was really going on as opposed to what they were talking about. And then there were some books that were very good. And out of it, one had to digest it. The problem is not how many books you read or how much time it takes. The digestion takes much, much longer. So that was one of the reasons the book took 7 years, is I really had to master, at least at my own level, the material.